What's going on, guys? This is Williams, and in today's video we're going to revisit a very important aspect of content creation, and that is thumbnails. On the screen you can see that I have some thumbnails with their respective videos opened, and these thumbnails are of different categories. The one you can see here is a thumbnail that has no text on it, which means from this thumbnail you're supposed to deduce what the video is about. And the reason why I have the videos opened also is so you can see the performance of the video. And by performance, I'm actually referring to the number of subscribers as against the views that video had gotten. And this guy had 308,000 subscribers, and the video got 765,000 views. Now, I'm not saying this is the primary reason why he got this number of views. But what I'm saying is the thumbnail aspect is something that can't be overlooked. The second type of thumbnail is the one that doesn't have people's faces on it, but just text. And this is the clearest form of thumbnail that you can see because it's just text with colors. And this particular video has 32,000 views as against the 4,000 subscribers the channel has. The third one, which is one of my favorites, if you've been watching this channel, you should recognize this thumbnail because this is mine. And it's, as you can see, I have 383 subscribers and this video got 4,000 views. Now, the conventional way of creating thumbnail usually is for you to use either Photoshop or any of those photo editing applications, or the most popular one, which is Canva, and then you have to figure out what the color and the text and whatsoever it is that would be there and the kind of images to use. But what if I told you that there's an AI tool out there that will take off all the hassle of thinking about color combination, text to use, images, and whatsoever it is that makes up a very good thumbnail? What if I told you that there's a tool out there that does everything for you, and all you need to do is upload your respective video or put in the text prompt and it does that for you? Want to know how? Keep watching to find out more. Now let me introduce you to our today's sponsor, and it's called Viro AI. And Viro is a tool dedicated for creating thumbnails for your videos. And what this tool does is very impressive because it helps you to generate thumbnails from your video with just a click. It also helps you to create thumbnails from prompts. And if you're not satisfied with the result, it has a built-in image editor that could help you just modify and make tweaks as you wish. So I'm just going to go through this tool and show you exactly how it works so you could see how easy the thumbnail generation process has become. Now, to access Viro AI, all you need to do is go to viro.so. I'm going to leave the link in the description. When you log in the first time, after creating your account, it's going to show you a dashboard just like this. The first method of creating thumbnails is by using the video to image with face. There's a brief description of what this aspect does when you hover your mouse on it, and the concept is really simple. So let's say you've already recorded your video and all you need to do is add a thumbnail, right? And I know it's visually not the conventional method for some people. Some YouTube gurus out there will tell you create a thumbnail first before you start recording your video. It all depends on your workflow, but then let's say you are like me sometimes, who records the video before thinking, hey, what's the right thumbnail for this particular video? Now we're going to use my video on Viro AI, and if you haven't watched it, it's on the channel. I could link it above if you want, but this is a video of me basically just mentioning my honest review of the Viro AI software engineer. And it's a video that has me showing my face, and there are some aspects that have some B-rolls, but it's me just speaking out there mostly. And this type of video works perfectly well for that aspect of Viro AI. So what I'm going to do right now is to upload this video. Now, while the video is uploading, you can go ahead and add some custom instructions to the output as you will. This first part is you indicating the instructions, telling the AI how you want the style to be, if there's a specific tone you want to maintain, if you want to include the synopsis for the video as well, just to give it a context. It's fine, you can do that, but this AI is really smart that you don't even need to add a synopsis for the video. You could just upload the video and it's going to go through the video and know what the video is about. Now this next section is where you indicate if the thumbnail is for a long form video or a short form video. And by long form video, this is where we are referring to YouTube long form videos. And for short form, it could just be for videos that are portrait in size, and it could be for a YouTube Shorts, it could be for TikTok or whatsoever portrait type video that you have out there. So for this purpose, we're going to leave it on long form. The thumbnail style, this is where you choose the appearance, how you want the thumbnail to look. So if you leave it on professional, it's not going to go so deep in adding so many different colors and all that. But when you go wild, this is where it's going to actually go wild by adding, not in a crazy way, but in a way that it's going to take a little bit of risks. For the thumbnail text, this is where you can decide to either include text in your thumbnail or just leave it without text. But when you are to leave it without text, then the thumbnail itself needs to have elements that could tell people what the video is about. Now, these are some recommendations when you want to get the best result out of this tool. And it's just going to tell you that to maximize your success, you have to ensure that the video contains a clear speech. And this is where it's going to read through the content of the video and tell you what the video is about. Now that the video has been uploaded, the video is 23 minutes and it takes 5 minutes out of the total 23, out of the total video length, and it analyzes that part. So assuming where I wanted to pick probably my image or just a highlight of where the image should come from is, let's say, right in the middle of the video, I can just drag this part and it's going to still maintain the 5 minutes interval. So for this first part, we're going to do it without instructions, and then we are going to generate another one that contains instruction. So now that we have this and we've clicked on wild, I'm going to generate and then do a variant of it with instructions. So it's going to tell you that it's finding the best moments, which means from the area that you've selected, it's going to find the best moment where the screenshot of whatsoever it is that you're saying comes out clear or in a descriptive way. If you like what you've been watching so far, then a like to this video and a sub to the channel will be massively helpful. Now let's continue with the video. And our video is done. So let's go ahead and check it out. Now this is nice. Even though the text doesn't completely explain what the video is about, it captured a part where I was talking in the video and then generated an image that relates closely to what I was talking about. Now that was a very short way of creating thumbnail using the video that you already have. Now, one thing that you can also see is that it has generated a title and a description plus some hashtags as well. And the description matches what I mentioned in the video. Discover how AI like Devin accelerates project timelines from weeks to days. And this is mind-blowing, I must say, because it just went through the speech and then it was able to get a context from it and generate something as useful as this. So assuming we want to just give it a particular synopsis, I could still just add the video. And for the synopsis, I could just use the title of the video as I've used on YouTube already. So it's Devin AI Software Engineer, my honest review, thoughts on it. So I'm going to leave the thumbnail style this time to professional. And for the text, I would prefer to still have text there and then leave it on long form. So as this is done uploading, I am going to select a part from the video that I would prefer to have my thumbnail from. So it could be any part of the video. So let's go with somewhere around here. Now, if you want to be sure of where you are selecting, you could go ahead and preview the video.
Software engineers are those who apply their knowledge of programming.
So now this timeline shows you where the selection was from and where it ends. So it's from 2 minutes 55 seconds to 7 minutes 55 seconds. So if you want to just see what's contained in 2 minutes 55 seconds, you could do it as well.
Handle from concept to deployment, but who knows? Secondly, it helps you to automate repetitive tasks like coding, testing, and bug fixing. A common for feeding it with where I
this section has different parts where I've done some different facial expressions, and now that I've given it this part and I've left it here, if you notice, the inputs required from you are very minimal, but the output is one that's very, very significant. So it's going to do the same as it did in the first part of the video, and I'm going to just pause the video and come back when it's done. So this is done, and I'm already liking what I see. So YouTube AI Insights, this might not be the text that I want, but I like the image selection. I like the background image also. And for this, I can just easily use the editor and change this to my take on Devin AI. And boom. Now, it's important to note that the screenshot of your face is enhanced to a much higher quality automatically when the thumbnail has been generated. And this is a clear representation of how it looks. Other things that you can do with this editor include changing a font. So let's say I don't like this font. I can just come to this section and choose the font I prefer. So let's say I prefer Anton. I can just use Anton, even though this doesn't make sense. You can also do stuff like changing the color of the font. So let's say I prefer this to be red. You can further edit this image by changing the brightness to a level that you prefer. And this is too bright, but this is me just giving you an instance of what you can do with this editor. You could also adjust the contrast, and this is okay. This looks a bit better, I guess. You could add shadows, you could change the positioning, you could also even change the size. So let's say this is small or this is big, you could adjust it. You could also do some manual adjustments here, and you could do countless things with this editor, and it's a full-fledged editor that is very easy to use. So once you're done with all the editing, you just click on save, and it's going to save all the progress you've done on this editor, and it's going to apply it to this, because when you click back or you refresh the page, you're going to see the updated version of the image, and this is the updated version of the image. And once you're satisfied with what you have, you can just go ahead and download it by clicking on download, and it's going to just download the image in a resolution that matches YouTube thumbnail resolution. Now, one thing I am not so thrilled about is the naming convention, which, well, this is just a minor fix, but then the naming is not presentable. I'm sure this would change later on, but it's not really a big deal. Now let's go ahead and use the text prompt to thumbnail feature. To generate a text prompt, we could just type in whatever it is that we want, but then I want to be very specific. Just note that it won't take images containing your face, because at the moment there's no feature that allows you to upload your own image and then copy the style. So on ChatGPT, I went ahead to give it this long prompt so I could get a great thumbnail prompt. I don't know if that makes sense. But what I did basically was just Googled for like an article that has all the basic rule of thumb you need for a professional thumbnail generation. And then I told ChatGPT that I have this video title, so it should give me 5 thumbnail concepts and it should follow all these rule of thumb. And then it went ahead to give me this. So what I have here is the title of the video, and then I have 5 different thumbnail concepts. So the first one is create a thumbnail with a split screen design on the side and this. So now this has even the text overlay, what the caption would be, and it's in bold. It has some icons, it has all that. So I am going to try it here. I'm just going to paste this and generate the thumbnail using it. So now let's see how this copes with prompts like this, because the thumbnail for this video is going to be generated using this tool, because I can't be a hypocrite, right? I can't tell you to use this while I don't use it. So you would tell me what you feel. All right, so based on my own first prompt, Devin AI honest verdict, this is either good or bad, and this is what this thumbnail depicts. And if you like it, you can just download it. Now we can go ahead and try another prompt, and this is showing someone's face, and there's a caption here saying, is Devin AI worth it? So let's see how this also generates. All right, so now this is the output, and just notice the text generation also. It's really clear, it's readable, unlike some AI tools that we have out there that struggle with text. But this is very, very readable, just like we've used tools like ideogram. Now this comes out very, very, very nice. Look at the colors and that. But then this also is determined by the type of prompts that you give it. So now let's say I like this thumbnail, and I go ahead and download it. There's an aspect for thumbnail preview. I want to show you how this part works. So this is you uploading the image and then indicating your channel name. So this is my channel name, Tech and Tech with Williams, and indicating the title. So what this part enables you to do is to be able to preview how your thumbnail will look when you upload it to YouTube. And if you can see, this shows you exactly how your thumbnail will look, including your channel logo, your channel name, and then the text itself. And this is how it will look. It works similar to the tool called thumbsup.tv, and if you haven't used it, you can just go ahead and try it. But I prefer this, the way it views the way it shows you how the image is, because this, you could mistake it for YouTube homepage. And then if you want to view all the generations you've made, you can simply just go to the library section, and it's going to show you all the thumbnails you've generated using this tool so far. So I believe that's an extensive walkthrough of how this tool works. If you feel like this tool is for you, then I would recommend you check it out. I'm still going to leave a link below. That's where you can access it. Now, I'm sure you are going to have questions about pricing. The text to image and the video to image aspect, you need a pro plan for you to be able to access it. And as you can see on the screen, the starter plan starts from $15 monthly, which is the minimum plan you need to access the text to image feature. That's as indicated by the company, but I suggest you go to the link in the description and check this tool out for yourself. With all the things that I've said about this tool, you could have your own take on it, and I would love to hear your own experience with this tool. Just drop a comment if you have more questions, and I will reply as soon as I can. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.